God wants you to separate from your old ways. God wants you to separate from your old ways. I told myself today that I would initiate the practice of celibacy because I now know that it's, for one, meaningless sex doesn't thrill the urge, doesn't thrill the physical senses as much as I would want it to, because it has no use, it has no purpose anymore. For me at least. I don't know about you all, but for me at least. And God is saying the reason why I did that is because you have surpassed that version of you. You have no purpose for it. So even if you did still, what's the word? Partake in those things, it wouldn't make any sense. It wouldn't do you any good. It wouldn't do you any good. It wouldn't do you any good anymore. So now your best interest is to deactivate yourself, to detach yourself from all things that aren't of your greatest good. And I know it's, hard, you might go back and forth, but eventually you'll get the hint, because everything that is not for you will be against you. Even if it's very subtle. It could be this much, but it still works against you. And everything that is meant to work for you will work for you. But the motion of working for you has to start with you. So just the initial video or even thought, conversation with God saying, I want to start celibacy for the reasons of maturity, for the reasons of growing up, for the reasons of knowing that it's necessary for the body and soul, for the spirit to cleanse itself, to realign itself, to gauge, to basically to go back, be placed back on the path. If you go astray, you will sin. To go astray is to sin. So if you stay on the path, if you stay on the straight and narrow, all things work in your favor. And I had to acknowledge that, because I didn't. The world is against you, but you being not in the path or not aligned allows the world to be even more against you, because it has more ammo. It's like if you leave a house without checking your face and your outfit, the world has more ammo to make fun of you. If you had a clean outfit, they can still make fun of you, but they have to reach for more information. If you don't keep yourself clean, if you don't manage your appearance, if you don't try to represent yourself in a luxurious way, or even a dignified way, others won't have as much ammo to affect you. And it's hard for me because I'm very critical of myself, but I understand that these are lessons before the blessing. And I don't mind, because I can do this all day long. I'm very persistent, but I don't like to repetitively do things, if that makes any sense. So this is for someone that this is for someone that I am here to tell you, because I wish someone told me. If someone gave me as much game as I know now, I'd probably be a millionaire at like 20. And it's not even the money. The way I would move would be so mature, because I would have a guide. I didn't have any guide. I just had myself, God. But even with God, you need to be guided towards God. I just had myself before God started to realign me. But yes, I will say this: celibacy is a thing that we all need to do, men and women, but especially men, if you want to guide yourself towards better, because it starts with you. I'm in my 30s, so I don't have much time to play around as much as I did before. because the beginning of life is more for pleasure, and the later years are more for work. You could do it the other way around, but it's just more difficult for you. Um, I mean, you could do it the other way around. You could work first, but if you work first and play later, I mean, I've worked a lot my whole life, but if you play later, you're more bound to play in a way that is more reckless because you didn't understand what play was in your youth. Either way, either way, stick with the plan and mature yourself and make this year that we are in, make it a year of maturity. Make it a year of maturity, um, perseverance, preparation, um, meaningfulness, detachment of the emotion, acknowledgement of the emotions in order to detach, because you need to know what they are and why they are affecting you. And lastly, you need to understand why you're even doing this. Like, what are you doing this for? Because even this deep inside, deep, even this deep into the journey or the mission, many times I question, like, why are you even doing this? You don't even like people. And then God comes back to me and says, well, you're doing it for me. And then after you do it for God, he says, find room in yourself to do it for yourself. Find some room inside of you to say, I'm doing this for me too. Because ultimately, this is for him. It's his glory. But you'll be the conduit. He's going to use you for his glory. You will still gain the riches and the wealth, but you won't need it by the time you get it. And he does that on purpose, to keep us in check, to keep us in line. But yes, I am starting celibacy today. And I just want to see how far I can go. Because God told me, he told me, if you stick on the celibacy, I can get you your money quicker. I can get you your art being sold quicker. Everything that you wanted in your life can be quicker. But you have to do something for me first. You get what I'm saying? And not to make it sound transactional, but celibacy is my peace offering. It's my offering for his offering. Because he's always gonna give and offer to us. It's about what we're gonna offer him back. Like no different from a relationship. No different from a very contained, loving, devoted relationship. I'm not giving you this for transactional purposes. I'm giving you this because I care and I want to, for the better good of you. So when that happens, the other party, if they're anything like you, they're going to be excited and happy and want to do the same thing back to you, but more. So I'm continuing this celibacy journey, not just to see where I can go with it, to see what it can do for me. I'm curious to see what a new version of me can become, because me being celibate is new. I've done it before, but I've done it when I didn't have to, which is very different from doing it when you have to. So I want to change in all ways, on purpose, to see where it can take me. And I say, oh, wow, I transformed. I'm on a yacht now. You get what I'm saying? I want to be so different to myself to where I can say, oh, I deserve this new lifestyle because I actually did it. I actually wanted to change for a better version of life. I wanted a new lifestyle and I got it. And I was willing to do what it took to get it. I don't mind it. I just have to know that it will work. And if it doesn't work, I'll still do it. But it's more gratifying when it does. And it's more gratifying when you know within that you did the work appropriately and properly to actually get it. I hope everyone can reach their greatest good. and do it in a genuine way, in a way that benefits us all collectively, but more so yourself and God. Talk to you soon.